There's a tale they tell in the darkest depths of the pit, of a rider melting steel and burning rubber, going hell for leather in the vast black plains between Acheron and the Styx, torturing the engine, dragging every screaming ounce of horsepower from the banging, pumping pistons, riding for his very soul. For every night they come for him, the worst hell has to offer. The nightcomers and the blackfires, the guarding crew of the Milai Air Cavalry, the womb squabs that swarm like a pus-white storm. The Shining Clan and the Gang of Nine, the Ribbon Kings and the old haunted gentry, the rhymers on their boats of skin, the whole sick crew descend on him and chase him through the Badlands from Judas's neck to the drowned Masada. And he rides, oh how he rides, for he knows that in those blood-sunk tunnels lie the only road to salvation. The last and final mile that climbs to the light until only the gates themselves will bear his way. Beyond that, he's free, and every night, they take him down. They rend and they rip and they tear and they sever. They pound and mash and rape and ruin until all but his soul is gone. They punish him for his sins. And when the dawn comes, they take him off. And it starts all over again.
Daniel? Daniel?
Here, Malachi.
What are you doing? Why are we meeting here, among these stupid little mortals?
Because sometimes, elder brother, these stupid little mortals get it right.
I would have thought my current circumstances would have inspired a little more discretion than this.
Only sensitives can see us here. What's that, 1 in 4 or 5 million of them?
Your faith is touching, I must say. About this possibility you mentioned?
Oh, not so fast, Malachi. How could you have let things go this far?
Not now, Daniel.
Kazann is loose on Earth. Do you understand what that means? Can you even begin to imagine the trouble this could cause? Not to mention the havoc he'll wreak on the physical plane.
All the more reason to get started.
There are hunters out after him already. They sent Hoss, so our side sent Ruth. God help Texas once those two get going. You should have turned your back on that thing a long time ago, Malachi. You're lucky I'm even talking to you.
Without the intelligence he feeds me, I'd probably be running around exposing myself to impressionable martyrs. All that lower flight stuff. And I've done damn well for our people over the years. It wasn't always about my own promotion.
I seem to recall you gave him a few tidbits in return.
Daniel, can we please move on? Because if my little arrangement goes public as a result of this mess, I'm as good... Wait a minute. Wonderful. So much for 1 in 4 million, Daniel.
What are you doing?
Switching her off for an hour or two. There.
She just miscarried.
1 less mouth to feed. Now, can you help me? Or can't you?
An old cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the cloudy sky and up a cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yi! Yippee-yi-yo!
Hey, check this out! Go on, boy. Let's see it. Hey! Look like a hog in a hat there, pork. Get out of here, you stupid caddy.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess.
You see that? See what I done to that fool's ride? Jesus, oh no! Ah!
Well now, just took a big black dump on yourself there, partner. But you probably figured that out already. 2 ways this can go. You lie here and bleed out all over the blacktop, or you come along with me. I got some business in this vicinity. I could use a fella knows the back roads. That sounds like a yes to me! Course it's gonna take a alteration or two. Just to reflect your change in status. Reckon you're wishing you stayed home with your mama tonight, boy. And speaking of changes, your new name is Buttview.
Have you ever heard of the Ghost Rider?
Who?
Alright, pin your ears back. About 30 years ago, a young man by the name of Johnny Blaze, no, really, found out that a friend of his was dying of cancer. Completely inoperable, months to live, all the trimmings. So Johnny immediately sold his soul to the devil.
I'm sorry, this is who you found to help me.
Bear with me here, it's a fairly standard deal. Johnny's soul for his friend's life. At some unspecified point in the future, Johnny will report to hell and begin spending eternity in indescribable torment. Meanwhile, his friend, One Crash Simpson by name, will find himself miraculously cured of cancer.
Do Johnny and Crash live in the West Village with 2 guys called Flash and Buck?
I didn't christen them, Malachi. Look, do you want to hear the rest of this, or don't you? Anyway, not long afterwards, Crash, with no idea that he'd already licked the Big C, attempts to jump a Harley-Davidson over a line of 20 limousines. A last defiant gesture. Better to go out with dignity than to rot in some hospital bed, etc. And that's what it's all about in the end. Dignity. It's the pit at its worst, of course. That base irony they enjoy inflicting on humanity at every turn.
But which the idiots fall for every single time.
Yes, well, Johnny Blaze turns out to be no exception. When they come for his soul, he tries to point out that Crash is surviving cancer, only to die with his head driven through his colon, is not playing the game. There is, alas, no complaint department in hell. But something goes wrong. Either he has help from some unknown source, or the bad guys decide to mess with him a little more. But Johnny does not go down below that night. Instead, he ends up tied to some kind of super powerful hellspawn. One of Belial's cavalry, maybe, or the royal fire kind. From then on, Johnny Blaze is the Ghost Rider.
What kind of power are we talking about here?
4-alarm fire. You cross this creature at your peril, Malachi. He travels the earth as Johnny Blaze, with the rider not far below the surface. He locks horns with some of the worst of them. You'd be surprised at some of the names who have come off second best against this one. Life is no bed of roses when half the time you've got a blazing skull for a head, of course. But somehow he keeps going. Somehow he endures.
Not exactly the sharpest tool in the box, though, is he? Yes, I'll sign anything, just save my buddy Crash.
You're missing the point, Malachi. Incredibly powerful. And incredibly gullible, too.
He would be the perfect agent, wouldn't he? He's not tied to our side or theirs, so he could get a lot done before anyone got wind of him. With the stuff I could give him on Kazann, he'd have a head start on Horse and Ruth. And it sounds like he's got firepower to take care of any trouble.
But there is a catch.
There you go now, honey. That's your copy right there.
2 minutes, folks. Everyone back on the bus.
Mom? has wings. Mom, she does. She has great big wings. Sure she does, hun. Why don't you color your picture there, Mom, can't you see her? Can't you see? Mommy? What? That lady says I'm a sinner. Oh my God!
Do you hear something? Nope.
There was only one catch, and that was catch 22.
Don't be so petulant. You haven't even heard it yet.
Don't patronize me, damn you. I'd like to see how you'd cope with your head stuck in the guillotine. You're always so high and bloody mighty.
I have no idea how I'd behave in your situation, Malachi, but I'd like to think I'd take a moment to consider the wider implications of what I'd done. All hell is literally about to break loose, but all you care about is saving your precious hide. You're the most selfish, thoughtless, ruthless being in all the host, and I think you'll agree that that is saying something. Kazann didn't get to you at some point down the centuries, did he?
Watch it, sibling. All right. Tell me the rest of it, please.
Well, you remember how it all began, with Johnny Blaze selling his soul and so on.
Yes.
A couple of years ago, they finally caught up with him. He rode like a lunatic, trying every move and trick he knew, but in the end they carried him away. You know the Inferno, Malachi. They always get their man.
He's in hell.
He is.
Well, what's he doing there?
The same thing everyone else is. He's having a bad time. He's fulfilling his side of the bargain. He sold his soul, and now he's got to suffer for his sins. Every night he tries to race the pact to the gates. Every night he loses.
So, how do I...
Search me, but you'd better figure out a way, Malachi. If you don't want to end up there yourself, you've got to get the Ghost Rider out of hell.
Bastards. Bastards.
Who's that, sir?
All of them. All of the stupid little people. Every worthless, parasitic one of them, eating and excreting their way through their pointless lives. Nothing but a blight on the truly deserving. A drain on the valuable resources of men like me.
Oh dear, you're in one of your moods today, aren't you, sir?
Me, Earl Gustav. Can you hear me out there, you meaningless drones? Can you pull your snouts out of your troughs long enough to acknowledge your utter subservience to your betters? Does it upset your frenzied rutting, your wallowing in the wretched squalor of your existence, when you realize that I could buy and sell each one of you 100,000 times over? Bastards. Bastards. Bastards.
Sir, I know that being rendered quadriplegic in an automobile accident is unlikely to improve anyone's demeanor, but...
Any progress on finding that drunk driving piece of vermin, Miss Catman?
You were the one who was driving drunk, Mr. Gustav. You had about a fifth of bourbon. You crashed your Aston Martin into a school bus and killed 8 children. Don't you remember?
Details. What's today's inane distraction, then?
A meeting of the board of Gustav Petroleum, sir. I've prepared an outline of the agenda for your perusal. Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed chairman, Mr. Earl
You're all fired, you preening scum. And you, sitting there tapping at that absurd contraption, you can get out of here too.
But why?
Because I can. I'm sick of you spoiled nouveau riche brats and your nauseating attempts to curry favor with me. Telling tales, stabbing each other in the back, as if I give a damn for your petty rivalries.
We'll sue!
I'll sue back. And I'll win, because I have more money than you do.
This is a damn travesty. You're a monster, Gustav. You can't stand the idea of people walking around enjoying life while you're just a stupid cripple. You're just jealous of us, you disgusting, bitter, sexless old toad.
Tell the Dallas PD that little sob story when they pick you up for prostitution, my dear. I'm sure they'll be oozing sympathy.
What now, Mr. Gustav?
I'll be spending an hour or two in my private chamber.
Oh, yes, of course, sir. I'll see to it that you're not disturbed.
Good. Then again, Miss Catman, I already am.
There! Sweet Lord, let me make it! Let me be free of this place! Don't let them get me again! Yes! I'm still here. I passed through the gates of hell, but I'm still trapped here. Why?
Because those were no more the gates of hell than I am, Joseph Everenthia. Those are the real gates, towards which the demon pack is chasing an illusionary construct of your good self.
What?
It won't fool them for long. We ought to get down to business.
Business? Who the hell are you?
My name is Malachi.
Ashtaroth, O Galian, Fel Gilead, Aparnath Treed. I sing the verse that wakes the one. I speak the words that light the fires. Gustav. Yes, my lord. All is prepared. You may step forth. I am enough. For all is not prepared. But I had done exactly as you described. My secretary inscribed the pentacle, procured the candles, and the proper incense. Trifles, Gustav. Window dressing. To acquire physical form on earth, I need something more. My lord, I have done all that you wanted of me, but at every stage in our transaction, you always seem to have one more demand. If you would be free of that chair, Gustav, one last thing. Miss Catman.
Yes, Mr. Gustav?
Recall the board. Tell them I want them here as soon as possible. Tell them all is forgiven.
What business do you and I have exactly?
Do you like being in hell?
Do I?
It's a simple question.
Are you out of your mind? Every night the foulest creatures imaginable hound me from one end of the inferno to the other. I ride through fire, blades, and swamps of rotting flesh. I immerse myself in caverns filled with blood like veins, but I can't shake them off. And every night they tear me to shreds. Look at me. Look at me. My head is on fire. Do you think I like being in hell?
Then I imagine there's not much you wouldn't do to escape.
Escape?
There is a demon loose on Earth, a very powerful one, an archfiend by the name of Kazann. Hunt him down and return him to the pit, and your sins will be considered redeemed. You may live out the rest of your days as Johnny Blaze, free from the curse of Ghost Rider, or you may go on to your reward in heaven.
Wait! I'm trapped in hell now. How can I go hunting demons on Earth if...
I can arrange for you to leave this place for a short while. After that, you will have to move quickly, and you must act with great cunning. agents for Hell and Heaven are already on Kazann's trail. There are good reasons why you must be the first to reach him.
Aren't you an agent of heaven?
Not that simple, sadly. This is Hoss, one of Hell's most able tracker scouts. Beside him is Ruth, an archangel. One of the worst.
Worse?
There are angels, and there are angels. Ruth is among the most powerful of all. Believe me, only the elite have books of the Old Testament named after them, and of these, Ruth and her sister, Esther, are in a class of their own. Above those two, the only one that would actually be sent out is Jesus himself.
What?
Though, probably not, come to think of it. Everyone missed the point the first time. Ruth is completely dedicated to her task and utterly without remorse. Any mortals getting in her way mean nothing. To recapture Kazann, she would think nothing of slaughtering than would a fiend like Hoss. I represent a minor movement within the host of heaven, angels who reject the violence of the archangels. We cannot act directly, lest we be uncovered, and so we enable agents of our own, good souls of conscience, who carry out our missions without the carnage that results when Ruth's kind walk abroad.
So I have to beat a demon and an angel to Kazann. What makes you so sure I'll even have the power to take him down?
He shouldn't give you too much trouble. But be warned, Kazann is bodiless. I have no likeness of him for you. He will choose his form for whatever is available when he manifests on Earth.
One more question. Why should I trust you exactly?
I am an angel of the Lord. That's generally good enough for most people. The pack have gotten wise to my deception. I cannot be found here when they return for you. I can set you on Kazann's trail. I can see to it that you are freed from hell forever. But you must choose swiftly. In other words, it's now or never.
We got our own way of doing things round here, boy. And they don't include no damn miscegenation. Especially not between you and my daughter, you hear?
No, Daddy, no! I love him! We're gonna be married, Daddy!
The hell you are! I can't believe you're doing this. For God's sake, what century are you people living in? Not the same one you are, boy. Better get ready to dance us a little dance.
Free! Free at last!
He didn't understand us, Jimmy. He was so set in his ways, he couldn't see how two people like us could be in love. My mama, she'll understand. She's gonna love meeting you, Jimmy. Jimmy?
Glad that little misunderstanding's been cleared up, Mr. Gustav. A toast, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Earl Gustav and the continued success of Gustav Petroleum.
Yes, all's well that ends well, as they say. In fact, if you'd like to come this way, I'll give you a sneak preview of our most ambitious project yet. Right this way.
This is exciting. You know, Mr. Gustav, bound to be a real moneymaker. Sir, any chance we can get a little light in here? Holy God! What the hell is this?
It's your chance to be a part of something. Part of something big.
Sir?
Just stay outside the pentacle, Miss Catman.
Ah!
My god, he's having a heart attack! Ah! What? Ah!
No!
Holy god!
Come, my lord. Come forth, I beseech thee now.
Mr. Gustav!
Yes, Miss Catman?
What is this? What on earth is happening?
He's built himself a body by the looks of things.
But it's horrible, sir. This must be illegal, surely.
At the very least, Miss Catman. And don't call me Shirley.
Kazann has gone.
Now that's a bit more like it.
After what you got up to last time, I decided on somewhere a little more out of the way.
It's done, Daniel. Set in motion. The Ghost Rider is out of hell and hot on Kazann's trail.
Yes, and so are Hoss and Ruth. Kazann took physical form last night. They'll be able to hone in on his emanations.
As will the Rider, and he's got the edge in speed, don't forget.
But not in power.
I have no choice but to follow this course, as well you know. The die is cast. All that's left for us now is to watch events unfold.
All that's left for you. Don't expect me to play any further part in this debacle of yours. You know, if you hadn't been such a dedicated social climber, you might have seen the wonder of our charges. You might have found fulfillment in their triumphs, not your own. Look what they can do, Malachi.
Yes, exactly. 10,000 years, and this is as far as they've come. I sometimes wonder why we bother.
And when your mama gets home, would you tell her I phoned? It'd take a lifetime to explain that I'm a country picker with a bumper sticker that says God bless John Wayne. Whee! You say something, Buttview? You ain't trying to join in on the chorus there, are you? Damn! Well, I'll be molested in the schoolyard. I know that fella. Fasten your seatbelt, Buttview. Hey! Hey, you! Ghost Rider! Ain't you supposed to be in hell?
My presence here will not have gone unnoticed, Gustav.
My lord Kazann.
What forces have you gathered to protect me?
I have a private security battalion. 500 men, all ex-military. Veterans of the most vicious and cruel actions of recent time.
Mere fodder.
They are quite ruthless, my lord. I try to encourage all manner of unspeakable savagery. Do hurry up, Miss Catmint.
Yes, Mr. Gustav.
Yes, do hurry up, Miss Catmint. Your troops will be as nothing to the being sent against us, Gustav. The most we can hope for is that their sacrifice will buy us time. For if our scheme prevails, all the demon scouts and archangels in eternity will not contain what follows. There are many of us down below who tire of the old ways. Gustav.
Yes, my lord.
The ancient man called war twixt heaven and the pit, beset with rules and pointless to our kind. And so we thought. Why not leave the mirrored and ancient hierarchy of hell to joust with angels, or whatever else they do, and start afresh elsewhere?
And that will be my time, Lord? When will I be rewarded?
Your place in the world to come is assured, Gustav.
Not just that. Not just that. You know what I want.
I know.
My goodness! You're walking, sir!
I don't believe it. I'm cured. I'm cured. I can walk, do you hear me? I can walk.
Just a taste, Gustav. Just to spur you on.
Miss Catmint.
Come in, sir.
You know me.
Seen you below a couple times, partner. Them bad boys sometimes chase you past the whorehouse I frequent out there by the Sodomy Sea. Say, what you doing up here, anyhow?
None of your business.
Partner, I sure would be obliged if you'd answer my question. Won't take me but a minute to make a phone call, find out if you're gone AWOL or not.
Wait a minute. Your horse.
That's much. Lord almighty! I raped that old boy's cocker spaniel or something? Hang on, Buttview! Won't hurt for long, I promise.
Still coming. I won't let them stop me. I'm finishing this job. I'm not going back to hell.
Ah, hell, look at that! And I just had this old gal resprayed. What's that, little buddy? Oh, shit. Grab the wheel, Buttview! Grab the wheel!
Holy God!
Just full of surprises, ain't you, boy?
You don't spend 2 years trapped in hell without picking up a few tricks.
Ma'am, might just get a return to your...
You like tricks, boy? I believe I got one for you.
What the hell is going on?
So what was Jesus trying to tell us when he overthrew the tables of the moneylenders? Well, he wasn't saying that there was any kind of contradiction between Christianity and capitalism. Far from it. My portfolio's nice and healthy at the moment, and I certainly hope yours are too. No, he was simply saying, not here. Not in my father's house. There was no need to feel guilty just because Halliburton or whoever happens to be doing well. And you were lucky enough to get on the ground floor. Why, I'm sure if Christ were around here today, he wouldn't be above playing a little. Lord?
Oh no, Father. Wrong direction entirely.
Oh, God.
Little too late for that now, Father. Come on. You always knew this day would come. We looked after you, Father Adam. We made sure your indiscretion stayed under wraps. You didn't think you were going to be Pope or anything, did you? Because that would have taken a lot more souls than yours alone.
What's wrong with him?
Shh. We've got a little job for you, Father. The kind of thing those skills of yours are suited to. The place is Texas. Take a look in the font, and you'll see your target. We want him back down here, where he belongs inside 48 hours. First of all, though, make sure nobody is looking for you.
Father Adam, are you down there? It's just that we were sort of wondering if that was it for today.
What the hell's your problem, boy?
Don't play the innocent with me, Hoss. You're a demon from hell, a creature of the pit. I know exactly what you're doing.
And what the hell do you care? I ain't after you, you stupid...
You're in my way, you...
Wait a minute. Ruth! You know her too?
I know she's the killer archangel.
So let go, damn it!
You let go!
Oh, Jesus wept! Count of 3, you moron! 1, 2, 3!
Lady, what the hell are you doing?
Holy God!
Gal never did do things by halves.
She tried to kill us!
Fixin' to narrow down the opposition, I figure. You wouldn't be after the same thing me and her are, would you, boy?
Who says I'm after anything?
Come on! You said I was in your way. I only got one job to do, exact same one she does. How else can I be in your way if you don't have to do what I'm here for? Like, say, I was to mention the name Kazann.
Oh my God! Ruth.
The machine is here, Lord Kazann. Engineered exactly to your specifications.
And the calligraphy inferno.
Miss Catman applied the sigils herself, Lord. I dismissed the technicians once construction was complete. I didn't want anyone getting curious.
Ah, yes. Excellent work, Miss Catman.
Thank you, sir.
Do you know what this machine is, Miss Catman? Would you like to hazard a guess as to what all your hard work was made of?
Is it a drill, sir?
That's right, Miss Catman.
But, what will it be drilling exactly?
Oh, a long way down, Miss Catman. A very long way down indeed. Oh, God! Total carnage! Can't believe she did that! Hoss!
Well, who'd you think it was? The friggin' Easter Bunny?
Don't you even!
Oh, now don't start that again. Butteville, bring the wheels up there, will you?
Hey, where's my bike?
Maximum revs achieved, Mr. Gustav. Commencing now. Angle of attack is optimal. Speed constant. All systems functioning normally. How long should we keep, going?
I'll let you know, Miss Catman.
A talented woman, that secretary of yours.
Yes, Lord Kazann. So gratifying to get good people in these slipshod times. Later, will you eat her soul?
Why bother? In the glory that is to come, I will have no need for mortal souls. The pointless ancient customs of the pit will pass away, and we will build a new and better hell. Provided, of course, we have the time.
Have no fear, my lord. My men are ready for anything. They're all just itching to ruin someone's day.
A deal?
Yeah, why not? Ain't no way either of us can get this thing done by ourselves. Not with that damn archangel on the loose.
Why the hell would I want to team up with you exactly?
For one thing, I'm the one with the transport. Long walk to where Kazann's hiding out from here, son. That old boy ain't gonna be no pushover, and we know what Ruth's gonna do to anyone gets between her and him. You're sure as hell packing some heat, and I know a trick or two myself. We're smart about it. We can take Kazann down and get out of Dodge before she even knows we're there. Now, I'm working for hell, and I'm damn sure you ain't working for heaven. I don't know whose payroll you're on. I ain't even gonna ask. But the idea is Kazann goes back to hell at the end of this, right?
Well,
So who cares who sends him back there?
but you're a demon from hell.
We get a bad rap.
I have too much riding on this to fail, understand? So if you even think of trying a double cross,
You're a suspicious fella, ain't you? Guess getting your head set permanently on fire will do that. Start her up, Buttview.
what's an angel doing riding around on a bus anyhow?
Certain rules and regulations folks like us have to follow while on the material plane. First and foremost is blending in, so as not to give no mortal no coronary. Guess she's letting that one slide now she's so close to Kazann.
Yeah, but all the same, Greyhound,
Heaven's on kind of a tight budget.
you've got this then.
Sure I do! Where you think all the billionaires end up, boy?
It's so nice to see a man of the cloth traveling to do God's work, Father Allen.
Adam. Actually, Father Adam.
All these sinners you see nowadays, shooting their crack, aborting their pornography. I sometimes think the whole world is going to hell, if you'll pardon my language. Still, it's good to know Jesus has a place reserved for them, burning in the fires of eternal damnation.
Well, ma'am, that's not really I prefer to emphasize Jesus' message of redemption rather than the whole fire and brimstone thing. After all, without the possibility of forgiveness for our sins, where are any of us, really?
Oh no, Father, what would a fine, upstanding priest such as yourself need to worry about forgiveness for?
We were all equal in the eyes of God, ma'am. We all have our weaknesses, our indulgences, our terrible sins. We all do stupid things to try and cover them up. Very stupid things indeed, yes.
You said you were in the army. Is that where you think you did something bad?
Yes, that was it.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't count if you were fighting for your country.
I'm sure you're right, ma'am. You know, it's still a ways till Dallas. Why don't you try and get some sleep? Sweet Lord, how did I get myself into this mess?
So then my mama walked in and caught me right when I was interfering with myself into her underwear drawer. I was so damned embarrassed I went straight out to the barn and put my daddy's old 10 gauge in my mouth. That put paid to my embarrassment right quick, yes sirree, Bob! Of course, what I didn't expect was to wake up in hell, suicide being something of a sin and all.
Your friend seems to have a little problem with his digestion.
Hell, imagine what it must be like for him!
I think we got a little sidetracked there. You were gonna tell me about Kazann.
Oh yeah, so it was. 2 things you gotta know about Kazann. First is, he ain't got nobody of his own, so no one knows what it really looks like. Second, is that old boy is smarter than hell. No one's ever figured out how he does it, but he almost seems to know what's going on in heaven. Been a bunch of times they've been trying to head off trouble down on Earth. Make sure peace and love prevail. And Kazann's found out what they got planned and spread the word. Gives us time to get our players into position, head off the peaceniks. Won quite a few for us, him and that insider he is. This one time, opposition sends out the biggest gun they got, preaching love and sharing and forgetting your differences. I mean, this boy made Karl Marx look like Ollie North, okay? 'Cause I knew in advance. Our side had all the time in the world, right boys in the right spots. Little spin on it after the event. Pretty soon the fella's message is pain and sacrifice and guilt. And instead of a revolution, all you got's another damn religion.
So if Kazann's such a popular boy, what's he doing on the run from hell?
He's restless is what he is. Feels like he should have been promoted a lot higher than he has been. All of this good work he's doing. Lot of younger pit spawn feel the same way. Radicals and such. Folks got all kind of ideas on how hell ought to be run. Him being up here could be a real problem. He upsets the balance of power. There's no saying what might get triggered off.
You mean what? You mean the apocalypse or something like that? Wouldn't that sorta suit your people?
Hell no, boy! That Book of Revelations crap, that's just for retards and fundamentalists. Any sane demon wants things just the way they are. We're here.
Would you look at this? What the hell are you doing here, lady? Well, you hear me? Lady, this is a prohibited area. You better start talking to me. Command, this is Gate 6. We have a single female subject here. Purpose unknown. Holy God! You stay back now! Ah! Transmission just cut out, Captain. Sounds of alarm. Then... Red alert. Be advised, this is not a drill. We are at red alert. Standing by to face unknown enemy forces.
This is it.
Depth, now 8 miles, sirs.
One sweet magma. The heat will activate the citadels. There is still time.
It's just some chick on the back. What the hell's that? Shut up, idiot. All of you stand by the fire. Dude, I fragged last officer talk to me like that. Sir! She's... Help!
Miscatment.
Depth, 10 miles, sir. Can't be too long now.
Gustav Petroleum has been drilling holes in the planet since my grandfather was running Apaches off their land. We won't let you down, Lord Kazann.
If you do, I won't be in much shape to complain.
Sirs? I think we might be through. What happens now, sir?
The spell in the calligraphy inferno takes to drill through the spirit barrier, miscatment. A tunnel has been opened from the physical world to the spiritual. We have created a gateway between Texas and the afterlife. The interesting part of the afterlife, to be precise.
Lord Kazann,
And they come.
You dirty stinking witch!
Looks like we're a little late.
What are they, sir?
They're demons, Miss Catmint. The cream of the inferno. The greatest fiends in all the pits. This place is now their home. Put simply, hell has come to Texas.
That doesn't look too good.
Oh, bloody hell.
I won't even touch that one. You look sick enough as it is. I warned you to be careful here, Malachi.
It's not over yet, damn it! The Ghost Rider's already there. He can still turn this thing around.
I can't help but notice he's teamed up with Hoss.
Who cares? So long as Kazann goes back to hell without heaven getting their hooks into him, my secret is still safe. Those two, whatever that thing at the wheel is, they're my only hope now.
Fair enough. I do see one little fly in the ointment, though.
Oh, no! Whatever possessed them to make the wrath of God female? That's what I'd like to know.
More focus, I suppose. Less flailing around and shouting. Who's this lunatic over here, by the way?
Oh, Lord. That's Father Adam. He's with the opposition. They must have sent him out after the rider. Not that a squirt like that can do any harm.
Oh yes, ex-Army Ranger, now a priest, sold his soul when a couple of minor indiscretions went public. Not a million miles away from the Ghost Rider when you think about it. Why do so many people turn to devil worship at the first sign of trouble, I wonder?
Because they're idiots. The whole stinking, squirming, fornicating herd of them. It's like I'm always saying, Daniel. We should have just stuck with the dinosaurs.
At last, Lord Kazann. Nothing can stop us now.
Indeed. None but you or I can reverse the portal spell, Gustav. And we're hardly likely to do that, are we?
We're here, sirs.
Thank you, Miss Catmint. So we are.
It's her! Run! This place is full of monsters! This whole thing's insane! Get out of here! Go!
And what are the beings you spoke of, Lord? The ones that would be sent against us?
They are of no concern to me now, not with an army of demons to protect me.
Going up. Thank you. Going up. Thank you. Going down. Thank you. Going down. Thank you. Going down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Only one way I can see to do this, boy!
You mean cause some kind of diversion? Find an alternative way in.
Pedal to the metal, Budview! Charge!
Remind me why I teamed up with you again.
You was lonely? Come on, boy, lighten up a little bit.
Like, damn you, Huss, you stupid, suicidal cracker. I'll give you lighten up. Demons, your time has come. For this is Hell's own country now. The old inferno is behind us. Here, we may stretch our wings, extend our claws and tentacles, and revel in our own newfound home. The long and costly war with with heaven is forgotten, and now the war on man begins. I say to you all, go forth!
Mr. Gustav, I didn't know this was gonna happen. We've let these awful monsters loose on the world.
Yes, Miss Catman. Aren't they magnificent?
No, sir. They aren't. They're absolutely horrid. You've made me part of something dreadful.
Well, what did you think we were doing, woman? All those sigils, the summoning pentacle I had you draw, that didn't tip you off even a little?
I thought it was some sort of hobby you'd taken up. I'm just the secretary. I don't know anything about black magic.
You do now. You set off hell on earth, Miss Catman. I suggest you find a way to live with it.
Mike! Where the Sam Hill you going, boy?
Now, you pit-bred vermin! Now I'll give you hell!
Ain't that...
What's she doing? Keep her occupied! I'll go straight for Kazann!
Keep her what? How the hell am I supposed to... Damn, you crazy friggin'... I'll show you! Holy! Now wait a minute.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and sinned, and sinned, and sinned, and sinned, and sinned. I wish I had never strayed from the one true path, my Lord. If only my faith had been strong enough, if I had prayed to you to forgive my transgressions, not to Satan to cover it up. May this blessed ammunition, atoned with holy water, strike down the damned creature called the Ghost Rider. May the death of this fiend redeem me in your eyes. O Lord, I ask this in your name.
Kazann! Took the wrong elevator, did we? Damn it!
Who is this fool, Lord Kazann?
He is the Ghost Rider, and he is perhaps an even greater fool than you think. What's that supposed to mean? Horses hunting for me in hell, and Ruth for heaven. So who sent you, I wonder? Or do I mention the name Malachi? Might that ring any bells? Hell! Let me guess. Something about beating Ruth to my location. Something about capturing me without the slaughter she might cause. He saw you coming, didn't he? Wait a minute. Are you saying...
Now!
Whoa!
Oh, crap.
Wrong night to mess with me, buddy!
God, no!
What was that about, Malachi? How do you even know him? That would be telling. What did he promise you, Ghost Rider? What bounty will he pay for my defeat? Are you to be released from hell?
God in heaven, one more chance, Lord. One more chance.
You think I'm gonna fall for your stupid little tricks, Kazann? Think I'm no wiser for 2 years stuck in hell? You're a demon, you disgusting maggot, and demons always lie. Do ye really? Truth is acid. More caustic than the foulest falsehood. Tell me, how do I know so much about the angel Malachi? How does he know so much about me? Suppose I were to let it slip that his power matches mine exactly. That he, as gallant as I in heaven, as low as I have fallen in the pit. Would that give you a clue?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut your filthy, stinking mouth! It won't work, monster. Nothing's stopping me now. I'm taking you back to hell, just like I promised Malachi, and that's when I'll be free!
So be it. If you would go to war for one who thinks of you as less than sweet, let us be done with this. One last truth, Ghost Rider, the sweetest one of all. Malachi and I are brothers.
Go to hell! Go back to hell where you belong!
A thousand curses on your head! See now, you fool!
What?
See, Kazann! A liar, am I really?
Lord Kazann will make short work of that imbecile. Push me to the elevators, Miss Catmint. Miss Catmint?
It's gone on far enough, Mr. Gustav.
What?
That monster of yours is gonna destroy the world. All those awful creatures. They'll go out there and kill everyone they find.
You dare? You insignificant little witch, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I heard what he told you. Only you or he can reverse the spell that brought them here. Well, you better do it right now, Mr. Gustav. Or you'll be ever so sorry.
No!
I'll turn this earth to excrement while you spend eternity tormented.
Wrong!
Don't be stupid, woman. You haven't the nerve to play this game. You're pathetic.
Oh, is that so? How's this for pathetic? Balls in your court, sir.
Let go of me. Let go. You can't hold me. Walking road flare.
To be free of hell, Kazann, I'll hold the devil himself.
You're ruining everything. I was gonna be free of this accursed chair. For the love of God, Miss Catman, I was gonna be able to walk again.
Not this way, sir. The price is too high. Now make your gosh darn mind up.
Alright, damn you.
My army. No! Damn you to hell, Academy. Ghost Rider! If not for you, I alone would have escaped. Don't know how you'll suffer for this.
I did it!
Lord, I commend my soul.
Happy now?
Yes, sir.
Think you might see your way clear to pulling me back up?
Oh, dear.
Father Adam, awake, Father Adam.
Lord?
Thy sins are forgiven, my good and faithful servant. Today shalt thou be with me in paradise.
Oh, Lord, I thought I'd never. Really?
No, not really! You sold your soul to the devil, you dumb-looking piece of Bible trash! You're gonna burn in hell forever!
But no! This can't be! This just can't be! I did what I was meant to do! I finished the job! I can't still be in hell!
Yes, I'm afraid you can. Sorry.
You! Malachi! What the hell is the meaning of this?
Hell is the meaning of this. No one, be they angel or demon or God Almighty, has the power to save a lost soul from damnation. Eventually, the pit reclaims its own. I lied to you. I used you to get the job done. But Kazann is returned to hell, nailed to the reefs of the fetus sea. Take comfort that in those sweet hours of freedom, you did at least a little good.
Comfort! You sanctimonious monster! Do you know what you've done to me? I'll kill you! I'll gouge your lying eyes out! I'll grease the empty sockets with your brains, and then I swear to God, I'll...
No, I don't think you will. I don't think you.
That brighten up your day, any boy?
Ruth! Us! What is this?
Exactly what it looks like, partner. Old Malachi here played his hand a mite too far. Got careless. Got noticed.
So, Kazann was telling the truth.
Enough to suit him, sure. See, him and Malachi was brothers. Back before the fall, Kazann was called Micah. And the two of them was angels together, best and brightest of the host. Then came the war in heaven. Micah chose to rebel along with Lucifer and the others. Malachi didn't. Micah was cast down with all the rest. But Malachi and Kazann stayed in touch. Covert meetings in limbo. Exchanges of certain vital information. Like I told you, Kazann always seemed to have the inside track on heaven. What we didn't know was it was 'cause he was trading our secrets to his brother up above. Two of them get promotion, paradise and the pit go at it like usual. Neither side knowing they're being played for fools.
How did you realize?
I trailed you back here and this moron stuck his head up, that's how. See, what I couldn't figure was who sent you after Kazann. I'm already on his trail. If I get him, he goes back to hell, no harm done. But if Ruth beats me to him, and there's a damn good chance she will, way she plays the game, the angels ain't gonna send him back down below. Not for they torture him to the point of madness. He can take hell. He's used to it by now. But a demon endure the burning light of paradise? Whoever it is wants him in the pit. You told me yourself. Why can't they risk him in heaven? Well, is there something he might let slip when he's in unbelievable, unendurable pain?
And that's where I come in.
Precisely. Wasn't nothing else Malachi could do. He needed some kind of big gun in there, could muddy up the waters. Maybe, just maybe, enough so Ruth might lose the race. You fit the bill right nicely.
So?
Hey, wasn't no way I was facing off with this fella on my own, boy. Takes an angel to take an angel, if you get my meaning. Me and Ruth had done had us a little team-up. Now we're the ones in line for promotion. Yes, sirree, Bob!
You unspeakable evil scum!
Hello there, Buttview. Ruth, honey, you hop on in there. I'll give you a ride to the gates, just like I promised.
You're both as bad as each other. You monsters! Heaven and hell, angels and demons. You're all exactly the same. Nothing but tyrants, psychopaths, sadists, cruel, heartless filth playing your twisted games with humanity. Damn your bottomless black souls! You made me no more than a pawn!
Ain't nobody likes a whiner, partner. Listen, it was up to me, I'd be dropping you off at the gate same as Ruthie. But I can't do that. So, I'm gonna give you a couple of pieces of advice they gave me when I first got to hell. 1, the first billion years is the worst. 2, you gotta take your pleasures where you can. Get my meaning, boy? Happy trails, Ghost Rider!
There's a tale they tell in the darkest depths of a rider melting steel and burning rubber, going hell for leather on those vast black plains out between Canon and Styx. There is another with him, one he hates beyond imagination, one he makes suffer as he himself has suffered. And so will he continue until the enemy of the world. And though every night they take him down, the Shining Clan and the Gang of Nine, the Ribbon Kings and the Old Horned Gentry, though they rend and rip and rape and they ruin, nothing they can do can still the roars of his fury, his howls of righteous rage, at the injustice dealt him by the wicked world of hell and earth and heaven. The other one screams too. According to the legends, it's hard to tell who screams the loudest.